Hello, happy people, and welcome to your Moment of Zed, the YouTube channel dedicated to the most beautiful car in the world, the BMW Z3, or as the folks in Ballywalter call it, the Z3. I'm Mark, and so behind the camera right now, actually, there's a SpaceX launch, which is kind of something pretty cool. If you live here in Florida, my area, you can see from a distance anyways. Nothing's blown up yet, thank God. I think they're on their way to rescue the space station astronauts who've been stranded there for months. Godspeed to them. But back to this. If you remember, a few weeks ago, I changed the antenna grommet. And by the way, if you found that valuable, or if you find the channel valuable at all, please feel free to buy me a coffee, help support the channel. Link in the description, or scan the QR code here. I'd like to thank Phil, who bought me a few coffees a couple weeks ago. Definitely appreciate it. Appreciate all your support. Anyways, when I was doing the antenna grommet, I decided to try one of these stubby antennas. So I'm actually going to do a mod to my car. God forbid, I don't do too many. And I wanted to show you that today and wanted to try it out. But before we get to all that, we have 3 Zeds of the week. And first up, we have Americo, an Italian living in the Netherlands with his 1996 1.9-liter 5-speed roadster with 170,000 kilometers. He bought it a year ago and has only had to do minor repairs. He's changed out the door handle gaskets, fixed the AC, done some work on the dash lights, and has done the seat bushings. Next up, Robert from Mexico with his 2.8-liter 5-speed roadster with a hardtop. He's a member of the Z3 Club in Mexico. Robert restored the original Harman Kardon sound system, which he says he likes a lot. Very nice. And from Robert in Mexico to Roberto in the island of Sardinia, Italy, who sent us some gorgeous pictures of his 1998 2.8-liter 5-speed roadster. Now, he bought it last Christmas. He is only the second owner. The first owner had it since new. It has 150,000 kilometers. Roberto put on new BBS-style wheels. Other than that, it's all original, and he says he is looking to buy a hardtop as well. That's awesome. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for sharing your beautiful cars. If you'd like to see your car on Zed of the Week, please follow the easy instructions in the description below. Now let's take a look at that antenna. So what I bought was the Stubby by Cravenspeed, and now there's different companies that make these shorter antennas, but I bought this one because it's made in the USA. It's one of my favorite countries. It comes in this very attractive kind of retro packaging. When I originally bought it from Amazon, and it's about $25 on Amazon, link in the description, Amazon sent me the wrong one. This is the right one we should buy for our cars, the CRMC 0015. They sent me the wrong one from Amazon. I contacted the company instead of returning it to Amazon, and the company gave me excellent customer service, sent me the correct one right away, and sent me a return label for the wrong one, and they took care of that. When you open it up, you have a couple of adapter screws, and you have the antenna itself, and a QR code to scan on their little card with the instructions. Now, on some of these, the instructions are nothing more than unscrewing the old one and screwing in the new one. On ours, it's just a little bit more complex, but not too much. And again, these are made out of machined aluminum, supposedly, and then coated. They feel very high quality. So let's go ahead and do the installation. All right, so remove the original antenna by unscrewing it. Nothing more complicated than that. Now the new one, you're going to have to use one of those adapter screws, and for ours, there's 2 of them, a larger diameter one and a smaller diameter one. You're going to use the smaller diameter one. So we're not going to use that short, larger one. We're going to go ahead and use the smaller one. Now there is a spot for an Allen wrench on this, but you're not going to need that. You're going to put it in past the large threads for that larger adapter, and then you're going to screw it in. And this is the only part I don't like about it. I wish it screwed in all the way till it bottomed out, but if you do that, there's going to be no room to actually screw it into the base of the antenna. So you're going to have to leave it just a little bit out. And that's the only part I don't like about this, because I want it to be screwed in tight to the bottom. So what I'm doing is I'm basically going to leave the same distance from the base as with the original, and that's pretty close. So again, this being the same as this, but now this is loose in the antenna, but that's the only way you can really do it. I kind of wish this was a longer screw, but I guess I understand, since this is actually for various cars, that maybe you can't do that. I don't know. Anyways, then it's just a matter of obviously screwing it into the base of the antenna, and I'm tightening it up to where I'm pretty sure it will be watertight. Now, one thing I would say is also the bottom of this edge is kind of sharper. If you look at the original antenna, it kind of is a rounded, kind of round here, whereas this is a little bit sharper. So I don't want to screw down too much, because I don't want to start cutting into the grommet. I don't know if I could or I couldn't, but I'm not going to. I think that's going to be watertight. And all we need to do now, I really like the look. I think the look is great. Get you in a little closer here. So I think the look of the antenna is really nice. I think it does improve the look of the car a little bit. I didn't mind the original antenna, but I think this one looks real sharp. Gives a nice look to the car. And we're going to need to take it out and see how the reception is for the radio. I'm still a big fan of terrestrial radio. I know a lot of you don't care about that anymore because you're on Bluetooth or whatever, but I like regular radio, so let's go take a look and see how it works. Okay, so I chose my drive to work as the test. It's the drive I do the most, and I listened to 2 or 3 FM stations, and I was, just going through them, along with 6 or 7 AM stations, which I usually don't listen to, but I know I can get. Pretty much the reception was the same as it was with the stock antenna. Now, the music you're listening to right now is not the radio, because I might get a copyright violation from YouTube if I played the radio, but I am playing the radio in real life. Right now you're listening to Tokyo Night Pop, AI-generated music. I'm not sure what that is, but I think I might like it. Anyways, I'm pulling up to the final intersection now before I get into work. This is usually where I have a dead zone on one particular station. I have the radio on that station now, and it's coming through nice, no problems, maybe even a little bit better than the stock antenna, but at least as good. So overall, at least on my drive to work, I'm all set. I think I'm happy with the performance of the Stubby antenna. So folks, there you have it. I am very happy with the looks of the antenna, and as far as I can tell, the performance. Again, just have that one minor issue with the screw, but I'll keep my eye on that, make sure it doesn't loosen up, and I could definitely recommend it right now. If you found this content valuable, please crush that like button as always, and until next time, remember, friends don't let friends drive boring.